boys, don't stand on ceremony. Just all get cold. Isn't that something?
Well, Doc, well what?
What do you mean, well what? Are they eating? Are they digging in? I'll kill them if they don't start eating. Well, now, that sounds a lot better. Well, how long we kept this outfit together?
8 years this last roundup.
8? Well, I reckon we can make it 9.
Well, I don't know this time, boss. It's more than the grub, although that sure ain't helping none.
Well, I ain't keeping no cook around burns down the cookhouse and the bunkhouse.
Yeah, but he didn't mean to do it. All he done is leave you short-handed.
Well, we're eating.
Yeah, but we ain't getting paid.
Well, you waited for it before I always come up with it, didn't I? Boys complaining?
Well, the straight of it is this. The only thing holding this outfit together is that they're just waiting to settle up.
You're wrong, Dope. And I'll tell you why you're wrong. Because this is the best outfit on the range, and somebody try to bust it up, I'm gonna kill him, that's why.
Captain Fuller! Captain Fuller, I say!
Who's trespassing? Anybody see?
Maybe it's the rider from Dodge toting our pay.
There ain't no paymaster gonna stand way off like that, like some hostile sponging liquor.
Hey, you remember that Cracker Jack that rode for us 2 years back? He sounded something like that.
Sam Davis!
He ain't even armed, Joe.
I warned him, he ever come back here, I'd kill him.
You want to bust up this outfit, you just keep on scaring the gizzard out of folks. First cookie, now this. Just see how they're watching you.
I don't want no Sam Davis nosing around my daughter again.
Oh, she ain't even near here since the fire. She's 2 hours ride away at the Jennett place.
What are you doing back here?
It's hiring time, Captain Fuller.
And you been thinking, 'cause what we put up with this winter, I just hire any old snake crawler on his yellow belly behind some tree?
Gee, I didn't know as how the place been hit so hard till I got here. Sorry about that, sir.
Well, I bet you are. Come on, son. Come on out where I can get a look at you.
Begging your pardon, sir, but do you mean a look or a bead?
Won't kill you, boy. Just want to feed you instead. Come on out, boy. What did I tell you I was gonna do with you ever showed up around here again?
String me up. Or, gun me down.
And before that, didn't I offer to shoot it out with you fair and square? And wasn't you too yellow? We don't stock your breed around here, understand?
Well, Captain, I wasn't aiming to try for a spot as a regular cowhand.
Just as I thought. He's after my daughter. Soon as Ellen's back, here he is, nosing around just like before.
I had the notion that Miss Ellen was gone east to school.
And back she goes again, soon as I can get this place on its feet again.
Captain, I have given up any hope as regards your daughter.
Yeah? And just what do you want?
Well, the fact is, Captain, since I left here, I've been learning. Chuck line.
He's a cook, Joe. He's a cook.
What makes you think we need a cook? Sam Davis, if you was to strap a gun on around me, sooner or later we're bound to have a showdown. Now, the reason you didn't have a gun on this morning is because you're too yellow. And I ain't even gonna hire a cook that won't carry a gun.
Okay. And the most I can do is say thanks. And be on my way to the Janet place.
Hold him, Dope! What do you want to do over at the Janet place? They got a cook.
Well, you see, Captain, some of these big spreads, they got more than one. You see, there's one fella, he's the chief of the chuck, and he's got himself assistants, specialists, sort of. Now, I can only cook but one thing good, so far.
You cook only one thing?
Yeah, that's right, Captain.
You got a lot of gall trying to hire yourself out as a cook.
Some places I know of, one dish would be an improvement if it was good.
Just what is this specialty of yours? Bacon and beans?
No, sir. It's Crullers.
You mean donuts, son?
I make them without the holes, so they're called Crullers. Some say bear tracks.
I always did say that holes in donuts is a waste of good bacon.
Yeah, Frenchy style, though. With some special stuff this chef give me. Sort of makes them puff up all kind of fluffy like pillows. Then you shake them in a sugar sack. Well, I'm much obliged for the hospitality, Captain. I sure wish there was something I could do to even things up.
Take it easy, son. Now, myself, I can take these fancy European baked goods or leave them alone. But since you're some sort of a expert on these French bear tracks, that's right, ain't it? You are an expert.
Well, there's only one way to prove that, Captain. Of course, I don't carry nothing but the secret ingredients with me.
Well, what are the unsecret ingredients?
For a little bitty batch.
Or a whole barrel.
A whole barrel!
Fill up the barn, Sam.
Go to it.
Well, then, the first thing I need is some lard. Lots of lard. Then, fresh milk and...
Well, I only got one cow left. She's got a calf that takes all she's got. Besides, I never asked no man in my bunkhouse to do a chore like milking a cow. This ain't no dairy.
Well, maybe they can spare some over at the Janet's.
Take it easy, son. Dope, can you milk a cow?
Hey, I've got the milk.
may be, Ella, but you can cook as good as my ma, the Lord rest her soul.
Then everything is square, Captain.
Oh, yes, much obliged.
Then so long, Captain. So long, boys.
Well, I'm leaving.
Me too. Stay put, you jackasses. You know what's good for you. This outfit ain't gonna bust up over no cook.
What can I do for you, Captain?
You said it was hiring time. Well, I'm hiring you.
Well, on one condition, Captain. You give me leave to make a call on Miss Allen.
One call. Just one.
Sam, it's not hard to understand why Dad takes this attitude. My mother started out here. He watched her wither and die. And just before, he promised her never to let me marry a man who made his living the same as him.
Yeah, Jim Jennett. He's a cattleman. Your pa's letting you stay in his house.
There's no choice since our place burned.
Jim Jennett. He's single.
He's old enough to be my pa. And besides, my room is right next to his mother. And Pa doesn't like him any better for me than he does you.
Yeah, your pa. He still thinks I'm a coward. Ellen, I got a hunch. If you just let me strap on my gun, show him I'm not afraid of him, he'd back down and see reason, huh?
You may as well save your breath talking like that. I'm not having anything in my life decided by a gun.
2 years, Ellen, and nothing but letters. Just letters. 2 years.
I know, honey. I know.
All right. I'm doing it your way, without any hell raising. On my part, anyway. He takes shots at me, you know. Your pa?
As long as you're not armed, you can be sure of one thing. He knows how to miss, too.
Fellow with her paw. Man can't live forever. Liable to get himself killed soon. How's tomorrow? I figured today.
Hey, you. Howdy, stranger. You hungry? Have one.
What do you mean you didn't kill him?
I can't! Can't kill him, boss. Here. Just taste this.
You suppose that's all about?
Well, if it's what it looks like, I'm applying to carcass Jim Jennings for a bunk.
Sam Davis, while you're standing here gabbing, my boys are doing without Crullers. Now you get to work. That's what you paid for.
Now, hold on, Joe. We were just about to close a deal for Sam to come over to my neck of the woods. I'd double what he gets here, plus an indoor place to sleep.
This here man belongs to this here outfit. He's gonna fry Crullers someplace else. It's over my dead body.
Give us room, everybody. Say when, Captain Fuller.
Call off your man.
Call off your paw.
If you don't stop this, I'll never speak to you again.
Well, I didn't start it. They're not my guns.
They're your Crullers.
Get out of the way, boy, unless you want to get hurt.
All right. Look. Neither of you fools is gonna shoot me. 'Cause I'm what you're fighting over. Right? Well, this here's one thing that ain't gonna be settled with guns. I got no taste for bacon, if it's gonna lead to burying.
Well, you want to work where you'll get the best deal, don't you?
Where his work is most appreciated. That's where a cook parks his kettle.
Well, now, if it comes to that, I can put away more Crullers than any man in this territory.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Carcass, Jim, don't you even do your own eating? On your mark, get set.
Thank you, Gear Sam. And any of you other men got a hankering for Crullers? From now on, if you want 'em, you'll be having to work for Jim Jennett.
So you finally got what you were after all this time, didn't you, huh? Oh, this poor outfit's finished for good.
Captain, listen to me. There isn't much time. You signed me on as a cowhand, not as a cook. You understand? I'll stick with you.
It won't work. Janet won you, and Janet's gonna get you on the be-arranged war.
Not if I was to marry Ellen.
Why,
Why, listen, if we was kin, they could hardly hold me to the deal. I mean, family's family.
Janet ain't gonna like this, and I'm in no shape to protect you.
Well, you just lie there and groan. I'll take care of everything. Pa.
Oh. You ain't so yeller after all, huh?
You ain't gonna get away with this, cook.
Well, you're not gonna lose anything. I'm gonna give you my recipe and a package of the secret ingredients to get you started.
We want us a man, not no recipe.
Oh, yeah? Well, before we get into that, you know, some of the boys, they've been complaining that I don't make donuts instead of Crullers. You know, the kind with the holes in them? Well, I made a batch the other day, but they didn't turn out too good. Then I figured out a way.
It's a sure enough donut, all right.
Gentlemen,
You think the cook we got now can learn to make Crullers just as good?
from here on in, gentlemen, kindly direct all questions concerning Crullers to the little lady. I'm handing over all my secrets to her.
The Wyoming cattlemen never fully recovered from the winter of '87, and only the ones as hard-bitten and lucky as Captain Joe Fuller were able to keep their outfits riding at all. Of course, after the wedding, when things got really rough, Joe could always call on his son-in-law's Crullers to hold the bunkhouse together. Other outfits may have had his recipe, but they never had the true secret ingredient, the man himself. Next week, another story from America's past. See you then. This is the magnificent new National Cowboy Hall of Fame and Western Heritage Center in Oklahoma City. Dedicated by act of Congress, it's a memorial to the hardy pioneers who carved our civilization from the wilderness. Inside, you'll find historical reference to all the famous names of the early West, and to many equally heroic figures which, but for the Western Heritage Center, might be forgotten. From the center's files comes the remarkable story of how Hugh Glass meets the bear.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Man named Henry here?
Inside.
You wait here for me, Jim. Yes, sir.
Hey, Fitzpatrick! Who is that?
I think that's Hugh Glass. Old Graybeard, they call him.
Who is he?
He's a scout.
Old Graybeard. Yes, I've heard of him. What is he doing here? I thought you was the scout.
Well, you ask the major about that.
Henry?
I'm Major Henry.
I'm Hugh Glass. I got word you wanted to talk.
That's right. I've been waiting for you.
Don't know what you'd be wanting with an old Indian hunter, Major, but here I am.
That's exactly why I want you. We're a long way from Fort Henry, Hugh. But I have to get there soon.
You mean near the mouth of the Yellowstone?
Yes.
Might as well undertake to go to the moon.
But we've got to reopen that fort.
I guess you've heard the tribes between here and there ain't very friendly these days.
Oh, yes, I've heard. That's why I sent for you.
55, I kind of thought I'd got over such folly. On the other hand, there ain't much fun sitting around a country store. Put me on tap. Oh, there's a hook to it.
Yes?
I got a young buck waiting outside, getting ready for his first country run, and, well, I'd kind of like to take him along with me.
Well, we've already signed another scout. Fitzpatrick.
Oh, I don't know him, but where you want to go, another good man will be a help.
Well, all right, Glass, if you want him. We leave at dawn.
Patrick, big mind your tongues, there's Indians out there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Put out that fire.
You hear anything, Louis? Me neither. Not unless you think them little owl hoots up there is Indians.
Indians no hit at night.
Who says so?
Well, Fitzpatrick here, he says.
Yeah, well, nobody told them Indians that. Jim. Lights went out over that light.
What do you mean?
Well, you look at that for 1 minute, and you can't see out there for 10.
I'll put it out.
Blast him. He's done got me nervous now. You believe him, Louis?
He has a nose for Indians, they say.
What's important reading out here, anyway? One of them love yarns, I warrant.
I was reading the great book, sir.
Scriptures? Well, I like that, Jim. Keep a tight lip and go by the grace of God.
Much obliged.
Pick up the tricks, Jim. But keep your faith and know where you be bound.
Where you be bound, sir?
Me? Ain't rightly sure, Jim. Beard's graying, I ain't there yet, but maybe it's a lesson for you and that young fella. Oh, the heart of a fool is in his mouth. That's one of them tricks, Jim. You don't want to be ambushed. Don't let any man drop his guard.
Me, sir?
Aye, that's your job when I'm not around.
Nose for Injuns. I don't smell nothing a dunk in the creek wouldn't fix.
Maybe that is why we don't smell no Indians, huh?
And now we commend them to thee, O Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Glass.
I should have listened to you. Now we have no horses, we'll have to go afoot.
It's done. Well, we got the rest of the trail to worry over now.
How do you want to handle it?
Well, there's one thing for sure. There's Injuns all around us. Now, that means no gunfire or we'll have them all over us.
We've got to hunt for meat.
Well, that's where I come in. I can snare the game without a sound, so I'll work out ahead of you and do the hunting. My young friend will stay with you and see that your men don't make any more fool mistakes. Well, I'll move on, Major.
Hungry wolf growls in his stomach.
Quiet, can't you see the Major's heard something?
It's Hugh Glass!
Graybeard.
There's something to eat.
Sir, since you've been scouting ahead, I don't get to hear much of your yarnings and doings. What do you got for today?
Oh, I got plenty of yarning. But first, how did the Major do?
Well, there was a lot of squawking and belly aching about keeping the lines closed up, but when I reminded him, the Major did pretty good.
A lot of belly aching, huh? I don't know what's happened to men these days. They come out here, lies tumbling out of them like belches from a buffalo's stomach. Not one of them worth his stuffing. Oh, you see this rope? That's what got me that meat you're eating. You know, tied to a young bent sapling, why, it's the best trick there is when you don't want to scare up a bunch of Indians with a shot. Why don't you take a look at it while I yarn a bit?
Maybe so. But since you've been doing the hunting and filling their bellies, the men think you're about the best thing that's ever happened.
Well, let me see. One of the curious things I seen on my first trip up here was over a side of ground from here in the land of the Crow Nation. A great medicine man had laid a curse on one of them mountains. everything was instantly petrified, and is that way to this day. Yes, sir. Sagebrush, grass, prairie fowl, antelope, elk, and bears, just as perfect as in life. Why, even the birds soar with their wings spread and flying. So how's that for a beginner?
Oh, all right for a beginner, but how about one of your real brags? I want to see if I can't get through this.
Oh, a real windjammer, huh? Well, one of the things I do remember in particular is when I was out alone on a hunt one day. Thought I'm about it. Here's this car can attacking me, see? Oh, long black hair, wolf from the tip of his nose back to his shoulders, and from there on a bear, but oh, far, far bigger, and a cry that would strike terror in the stoutest heart. Well, there's nothing to do but turn and meet him. Too close to shoot, so it's hand-to-hand conflict from the start. Man, it was a long, fierce struggle. First I'd have him, then he'd have the odds against me. Finally,
What happened?
the monster killed me.
Baptiste, you know the orders. Close up that line.
This time O'Grady, he go too far.
He said it'd be like this.
We gotta eat to live. Your fine hunter ought to know that.
Well, it can't be much farther. Come on.
I'm all traveled out.
I can go it no longer.
Move fast and keep your eyes peeled.
That's him.
It's the Indians. They're scalping him.
Hold it. I gotta help. Look!
Now scraped off.
Breathing.
He won't pull through. He must be all tore to pieces inside.
Poor old graybeards.
Just can't believe it.
What do you think, Fitzpatrick?
He ain't gonna make it.
No chance?
I don't see how he lives now. Best it's just a matter of hours.
We're already behind schedule.
Sir, you're not thinking of just leaving him here.
No, we wait till dawn. Let's get him under cover. Whether he decides to die or not isn't certain. But he's got the death sweats, and I'm taking that for my clue. With the Indian situation as it is, I can't endanger this party because of one man. I'm offering a reward, a liberal one, for 2 of you to stay with him. The rest of us move back to the fort.
I'd like to stay, sir.
Oh, you're too young. I need people who can handle themselves. Fitzpatrick, how about you?
I can't see as how it'd serve any good.
It's only right. I'm asking it.
Whatever you say, Major.
Pardon, sir, but he is my friend, and I'd like to stay.
All right, Bridger. I'm sure he'd be pleased. Good luck. See you back at the fort.
Plumb crazy, if you ask me.
Huh?
For both of us. Here, wait. Engines all around. What good is it?
You said it'd only be a matter of hours. You can't leave a man to die.
We gotta get out of here. I know you ain't gone yet, but look at him. We're sacrificing our lives for a man that's gotta die.
You're a yellow-bellied, scared Fitzgerald. It isn't whether he dies or not. It's important.
All
It's
right,
whether...
all right. But what about the facts? You know who them engines is hunting? There's water here. And sooner
You
or later
think he
they're
would leave us?
You think he'd want us to get scalped? I'm leaving, Jim. You want to stay here and die with him? That's your wife. Listen to them. They've discovered something.
Hugh, can you hear me? Don't touch that.
Why, he's dead, ain't he?
I guess the monster got you, didn't he, old man?
You coming? Pick up his fixings, quick.
What was that?
His dying breath. He's gone now. There ain't no time to bury him. Let's go.
hole to your cowardly carcasses. Oh, you're not alive. They could have left me my rifle.
He couldn't make it.
We gathered his things. Nothing else we could do. Nothing else anybody could do.
I don't want the money, Major.
Nothing said you had to stay. Here, take it.
Well, the old man got himself killed, but took a grizzly bear to do it.
Major,
Yes.
I'd like to keep the rifle.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now. You gentlemen had the nerve to stay with it. You have my respect.
I keep thinking of him lying back up there.
Hush up.
Should have stayed.
Why? You seen him. You know he's dead.
Hey. Maybe some Indians, huh?
Louis, what's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
outside. Graybeard, his ghost.
Why, that's ridiculous. My God. 2 men saw you die at the forks of the Grand.
Show me these men who saw so much.
There's one of them.
Either they lie here or I lie there. Oh, get up and wag your tail. I couldn't shoot a pup. Where's this other man that saw me die?
Gone to Fort Atkinson. I've been holding on to this.
Well, it's a long way I've traveled, and I've got some yarning to do about a man that was raised from the dead. You want to hear it?
Of course I want to hear it, sir.
Well, first take the lid off the pot, and let's see what kind of an appetite a ghost can have.
And so it was that Hugh Glass, after an ordeal that few men could survive, found his revenge by forgiving. The older deserter, Fitzpatrick, was ignored by Glass and by history thereafter. The younger one, called Jim, learned a great truth from Hugh's actions and went on to become one of America's great pioneer scouts. Fort Bridger in western Wyoming stands today as a monument to his contribution to the building of the West. It was here in Los Angeles in the year 1846 that a serious problem arose. All of the California territory had just become a part of the United States. Californians looked forward to peace and prosperity as a part of a strong nation. But the people of Los Angeles found the new military governor a dictator. To win their freedom, they would need a leader. Would they choose Pio Pico, their former governor, or his brother, General Andre Pico, who would become known as the Firebrand?
Come in. Buenos dias, Lieutenant Gillespie.
Senor Pico.
May I present my brother Andres, Lieutenant?
General Pico, isn't it?
No longer. Since California is a territory of the United States, Mexico no longer has an army here.
Yes, of course. Sit down, gentlemen.
Gracias.
Your servant informed me this morning that I was to have the pleasure of a visit from the governor.
He has not yet become accustomed to the fact that I am no longer governor.
He's not the only one, senor.
What do you mean?
It appears I'm not very popular with your people.
I am confident that in time you will win them over.
Win them over, you say? And I wager you'd like me to begin by allowing them to celebrate this Mexican holiday they've been creating such a fuss about. Correct?
Correct. Except that it is not a fiesta of Mexico, but of the church.
It makes no difference to me what they want to celebrate. There happens to be an ordinance against such gatherings.
One which you yourself passed last week.
With good reason, too. If they expect privileges, they'll have to change their attitudes.
Privileges.
Andres, please. I do not understand what you mean, Lieutenant.
I mean their arrogance, their hostility.
But, Lieutenant, they willingly surrendered to your country's government. They welcome the protection of the United States.
They have a unique way of showing it. Just yesterday morning, I received this welcoming gift from the good ladies of Los Angeles.
And?
Tempting as they may appear, these peaches have been carefully rolled in tiny cactus nettles.
Cactus nettles?
Barely visible to the eye. But very painful, I assure you.
Andres, this is no laughing matter. I offer my most humble apologies.
Yes.
I assure you that I will personally see that this is investigated.
What you do about the matter is of no concern to me, sir. I am the governor here now. And these people will learn to show respect if I have to deprive them of every bit of freedom they possess.
I understand your anger, Lieutenant. But if you would loosen your restrictions...
When a dog snaps at you, you don't slacken the leash. You tighten it until he learns who's master.
These people wear no leashes.
Andres!
And I warn you, if you treat them like dogs, they'll turn on you.
Andres, stop it!
Get out! Both of you!
But, Lieutenant, I am sorry about this. Perhaps at some other time.
There's nothing more to be said.
Good day, Lieutenant.
Oh, General! Tell your people if they send me nettles, they'll get them right back.
I will tell them. Lieutenant. Mi amigos. Silenzio. Silenzio. Mi amigos. Silenzio.
Gracias, amigos. Gracias. You know what day this is today, huh? It is the day of the fiesta. La fiesta de los Santos Reyes. It is the day all the little ones await with eagerness. But today is a sad day. No celebration. No piñatas, no gifts, no music, no dancing. And why? Huh? Because the Americano Comandante will not give his permission. So, drink. Drink, my friends. Drink and forget that you are cowards. Cowards. Yeah, so am I. Look who enters our humble cantina. A gringo soldier. Huh? You afraid, huh? You shaking your boots, huh? Well, Valera's not afraid. Come on, gringo. You fight with Valera, huh?
Amigo, this is no day to fight. This is a day to be happy. Come on, sit down, huh? We have a drink. Hey, Americano, you tell your amigos that Valera is not afraid, huh? Come on, amigo. Sit, huh? That's it. Are you sure about this, Corporal?
Yes, sir. They were all listening to the drunk. It sounded to me like he was preaching rebellion. I thought I'd better let you know.
I've been expecting this sort of thing. Get Trooper Allen.
Yes, sir. That's the man, sir.
You there. Stand up.
Me?
Yes, you. You're coming with us.
Oh, this man has done nothing.
Call an attempt to incite a rebellion nothing?
Oh, he was drunk. Nobody took him seriously.
I took him seriously.
Take him! Take your hands off him!
I said take him!
Lieutenant, I warn you, you better leave while you're still able.
Don't threaten me. I am the governor here, and no one tells me what to do. You people better get that through your thick Mexican skull.
I warn you. Amigos, men of Los Angeles, the gringos have met our kindness with insult. Can a man live with insult and still call himself a man? No! Fathers bought this soil with their blood and their sweat. Now the Americanos want to make us prisoners, slaves. Life without freedom is worthless. Are you ready to fight? All right. And tonight, now is the time. You go to your homes, you get your horses and guns. We meet in the plaza. We drive the Yankee dog out forever. Los Angeles is ours. Vamos!
Have you any idea what the consequences of this rebellion of yours will be?
You don't understand. The soldiers have been thrown out. The town is ours.
You do not understand, you hot-headed fool. What you have done is an act of war against the United States.
Then we'll fight the United States, but we'll never surrender the Pueblo.
Your talk is very brave. But do you know how large their army is? You think you stand a chance with your 80 outlaws?
Soldiers.
Outlaws! We are no longer a part of Mexico. Those men have no country.
They have California. That is their country.
I do not know how long it will be, but I do know that the American soldiers will come, and more, and still more until they have crushed every last one of you.
Well, at least we'll make it difficult for them, huh? My men have captured guns, ammunition.
Shout it to the wind. Tell it to those strutting roosters of yours, but do not tell me that. You should have let me handle it my way.
Your way, huh? With a politician's smile.
Exactly.
Why don't you turn the other cheek, my brother? They haven't slapped it yet.
You have no understanding of politics, have you?
Oh, of course I have. I've watched you stand with your hat in your hand while Gillespie threw insults into your face.
A man learns to deal with insults.
No! A man has pride. He doesn't crawl before the enemy.
Is that what you think of me?
A man who has learned to live with insults isn't worthy of the Pico name.
What of a leader who deludes his people into believing there is a chance for freedom, when all that waits for them is a senseless death?
They prefer that death to slavery.
I could have won freedom for them. I have already written letters to Commodore Stockton and John C. Fremont.
Letters, huh?
Yes! It was just a matter of time.
Time. That's all you politicians seem to need. All the time a man has.
Because time and patient talks can avoid blood and suffering. Andres, surrender before it is too late. The United States is a giant.
I have won the battle and you ask me to surrender? My men ride tall for the first time since the gringo came. They shout, "Viva Pico!" And you think I can tell them surrender?
That is it, isn't it, my fine general? The vivas! The love of battle! You will die fighting because that is all you know.
We fought because we had no choice.
You fought because you were too proud to do anything else. Because you wanted to be a general again.
That's a lie.
You do not have a chance.
We shall see. Soon.
What do you mean?
You think you're the only one who has asked me to surrender? Gillespie warned me that he has sent a message to Santa Fe.
You see?
The time of politics is past, my brother. Yesterday was yours. Today is mine, and I will not surrender.
You are very sure of yourself, Andres, are you not?
Why not? My men are well mounted, well armed. They are good fighters. And there's one other thing.
What is that?
They have a very good general.
General! They are coming. A few miles to the east.
How many?
Nearly 200, I think.
Compadre, remember when I give the signal, you fire at the Americanos and then you turn and run. They will chase us. We will lead them right into the trap. Just over the hill at the Dominguez Rancho, our lances are waiting. We will join them, draw out our lances, and charge straight at the Americanos.
But General, there are so many, twice as much as us.
Yes, but the men and horses will be weary from the desert. When they chase us, they won't be able to keep a straight line. By the time they reach the hill, they'll be ready for us. They will charge straight onto our lances. And before the rest can retreat, there won't be enough left to make a fight. Vamonos, muchachos! We can't keep the Americanos waiting!
It's a beautiful night, isn't it?
What is it, my dear?
I said, it's a beautiful night.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you can't go on like this. Not eating, not sleeping.
It's been so long since I've heard from him. For all I know, my brother and 80 good men are dead by now.
If the Americans had defeated them, they'd be at the Pueblo now.
Yes, I suppose so. But if they are not dead now, they soon will be. I couldn't stop them, Teresa. I tried, but I couldn't.
Your brother has the determination of your father.
And the temper of our mother. When he is angry, nothing can stop him. But perhaps that is what makes such a good soldier.
Senor Pico! Senor Pico! Senor Pico!
won. We have won, senor. The gringos, they have turned and run away. What was left of them?
What?
Pio, they are safe.
Tell me, how is my brother?
Magnifico, senor. Magnifico.
How many dead have we?
None, senor. Not one man.
Thank God. Where is Andres?
Come, senor. Come. I will take you to him.
Teresa, this is what I've been praying for, a second chance.
Yes, you will be governor again.
No, never.
But Andres has turned them away.
I don't know how he did it, but he cannot continue to defend Los Angeles. The United States is a giant. I must talk to him and make him see it is impossible.
Oh, Pio!
Yes?
Andres is a general again. You must not treat him as a younger brother.
You're right. I hope I am as good a diplomat as he is a soldier.
General, your brother.
Andres! Well, how did you do it?
Luck.
Luck. To beat an army twice your size and with no injuries?
Oh, we had injuries. Martinez got a cut hand, Vasquez got a cut lip. They were arguing about a rifle they captured. Come on, celebrate with us. Have a drink.
No, later. Now I would like to talk with you alone. All right? Well, why don't you say it?
Say what?
That I was wrong? You proved that today.
Yes, we won the battle. But you were right about one thing.
What?
About me fighting for the love of fighting.
You're a brave man, Andres. So are all your men. There are no better in the world. But you cannot win this way.
You know, when I said I was lucky, I wasn't joking. Oh, I had a good plan. I set a good trap. But if they did not follow me into it, we'd all be dead now. 30 of them escaped us. General Kearney was among them. I think he headed south.
A large garrison has been set up in San Diego under Commodore Stockton.
So that's where they head, huh? Theo, when the next army comes, I want you to tell them we'll surrender the Pueblo.
There will be punishment, you know.
Punishment?
See? Prison sentences, most likely.
But why? We have not been conquered.
In the eyes of the United States government, you are outlaws.
Then the United States government is blind. Can 80 outlaws defeat 2 detachments of American soldiers? My men are soldiers.
I will ask for military amnesty, but I am afraid after all you have done, it would not be acceptable.
Then we don't surrender the Pueblo.
What other choice have you?
Well, there's always a choice. We'll die fighting before we let them put us in cages.
Andres, think.
What is there to think about?
Well, what about the men? What about their families?
My men are free to go anytime they wish.
You know they would never desert you.
Then that's the way it must be.
Very well. But let me talk with the Americanos. Let me do what I can.
Theo, what can you do?
Colonel John C. Fremont arrived at San Fernando Mission. I will speak to him. Then I will see Stockton, or whoever leads the next army from San Diego. But I make no promises.
I understand.
Andres, vaya con Dios. Hermano.
Hermano.
Seems impossible. I can't believe it. How did it happen, General Kearney?
Well, we were crossing the Mojave Desert. The horses and the men were exhausted. We were going through this canyon when they ambushed us. We didn't have a chance.
How many of them were there?
Well, there must have been at least 200, sir.
200? How many able men do you have?
33, sir.
Tell them to prepare to move out again for Los Angeles the day after tomorrow with my unit.
The men will be glad to hear that, sir. They've got a score to settle.
Come in.
Commodore Stockton and General Kearney have arrived. Gentlemen?
Welcome to my house, Commodore.
How do you do, Senor Pico?
General? Senor Pico? Please, sit down.
Thank you. I was greatly surprised when your servant met us with your invitation. General Kearney's reception was less hospitable.
I regret that action was necessary. So does my brother. But it was you who attacked us.
Your brother and his rebels invaded the American garrison here in Los Angeles in violation of our treaty.
I don't deny that. But, Commodore, if you recall, I sent you a letter concerning the intolerable conditions laid down upon our people by Lieutenant Gillespie.
Yes, I received it, but I was unable to act upon it before the revolt broke out.
Our people bore his insults as long as they were able. The revolt was in protest to Lieutenant Gillespie, not to the American government.
Then we were asked here to negotiate a peace.
If certain conditions can be agreed upon.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm certain we can prevent a tragic loss of life.
I certainly hope so, Commodore.
We underestimated you before, but this time the odds are with us. I brought 300 men with me. Now, if it came to a battle, your brother's 200 would be...
What is that you said? 200?
Oh, yes. At least that's the estimate reported to me by General Kearney.
I'm afraid the general was mistaken. Very much mistaken.
As I explained, sir, it was very hard to tell the exact number under the circumstances.
It was an understandable mistake. In your position, you had no choice but to retreat. You were so greatly outnumbered, eh?
Yes. Yes, we were outnumbered.
Senor Pico, now that we've put our cards on the table, perhaps you'll be good enough to tell us how many men your brother commands.
We have more than 300.
300?
As you reported, General, you were indeed outnumbered.
Well, I'm glad your brother has decided to settle this in a reasonable manner.
I think you will find his terms equally reasonable.
And they are?
Just two conditions. First, that we be permitted to choose a representative to share in all decisions of policy which concern the Pueblo of Los Angeles.
And second?
That you recognize this as a military action, that my brother and his men be granted complete amnesty.
It's absurd. After the American lives lost here.
It would be absurd to lose more lives when a peaceful settlement can be reached by putting aside vengeance. I spoke to Colonel Fremont yesterday about this matter of amnesty.
I fail to see what this has to do with Colonel Fremont.
He has given his word that my brother and the citizens of the Pueblo would be granted amnesty.
On whose authority?
I believe he acted in the interest of peace and goodwill.
Commodore, I object.
It might interest you to know that my brother has great respect for Colonel Fremont. He has stipulated that the colonel is the only man he will surrender to.
Well, now, that puts things in a rather different light.
Sir, the honor of the United States Army is at stake here.
Honor? Let's put the right name on it, shall we, General? It's bloodthirsty revenge you're after. That's all you've talked about since the very beginning.
Your permission, sir.
Senor Pico, I find your brother's terms quite acceptable.
Gracias.
The treaty, known as the Cahuenga Capitulation, was signed on January 13th, 1847. The general atmosphere of goodwill on both sides. Just 3 years later, California became the 31st state of the Union. As for General Andre Pico, the firebrand had fought his last battle. As a general, that is. He continued to aid his people as a leader in government and civic affairs. Truly one of the builders of California. Next week, another story of the people who built the great American West.
The history of the settling of the West is one that is filled with countless examples of sacrifice, heroism, and fearlessness. When it comes to human endurance and courage, I don't know any story that gives a better example than this one, which happened back in the year 1867. I call it the capture.
Higher, Charlie. 6. Don't forget, after 20 pushes, it's my turn. All right, but you've got to swing me higher. Somebody's coming.
Can you see who they are?
Indians!
Comanches, quick, come in the huddle!
Itawalega, Fishka. Do it. Yukska, ne? Yaska. Yuskwa.
Stop! No, no, no! Leave him alone, please! No, leave them alone!
Gajawa, Yeksa, Yuksone, Yoshone, Ahanikwa, Yuska one guy. Ilimikwe, Yuska, One. Yuksa. Asuka, Yuksa, Yuksa Neva.
Charlie!
Charlie!
Auntie Jane!
Gajawa, Gajawa.
No!
Gajawa,
No, don't take the children, please, please, don't!
Gosh. Huh? What's going on? William, go on. Drink. Drink.
Where are they taking us, Annie Jane?
To their village, I guess.
What'll they do with us when we get there?
I don't know.
Right.
I can't ride any further, Annie Jane. I'm too tired. Me too.
I know. So am I tired, but we must be brave and not show it. If they think we're too weak to go on, they'll kill us. Come on.
nothing to eat? I'm awful hungry. So am I.
Children hungry, want food.
Put back.
Those children haven't eaten since we started, and they're going to eat now. Charlie. Charlie.
Yes, Auntie Jane?
I'm going to try to get away and bring help.
Tonight?
Yes. If I wait till we get to the village, I might not have another chance. You do what you can to take care of your sister. Remember, be brave.
Yes, ma'am.
Get more wood. thank God I found somebody. Please, you've got to help me save them, please.
Oh, take it easy, lady. Take
Hurry,
it easy now.
Hurry.
Who is it you want us to save?
The Babs children. Please, the Comanches have got them. They raided the homestead at Big Bend and carried us off.
Big Ben? Why, that's 4 days hard riding from here. This is the Santa Fe Trail.
You say they grabbed you, too?
Yes. I got away 2 nights ago. I've been riding ever since, trying to find help.
Big Ben. That beats anything I ever heard.
It sure does. Well, no wonder you're plumb wore out. You come on over here and get some rest. We'll get some food in you.
No, I've got to save those children. Please, help me.
Well, we sympathize with your problem, ma'am, but the fact of the matter is we can't do nothing about it.
You won't help me?
I said we can't help you. We got lots of women and kids aboard this wagon train. If we take enough men to go after them Comanches, we won't have enough men left to protect our own.
That's the plain truth, ma'am. We'd sure help you if we could.
Fort Zara's just a couple of days up the trail. Thing to do is join up with us till we get there, then let the soldiers handle it.
A couple of days could mean life or death to those children. If you'd give me a fresh horse, I could ride on ahead and save lots of time.
Oh, all right, lady. If that's what you want, you can take mine.
Oh, thank you. Comanche?
Kiowa, Chief Lone Wolf.
You speak English.
Speak English good. You fall. Hit head.
Oh, yes, my horse threw me. Oh, thank you for catching him for me. I was on my way to Fort Zara.
Not go Fort Zara.
No?
No. Go Kiowa Village. Live with Kiowa. Be Kiowa.
Bring food.
I don't want it.
Need food. You eat.
I'm not hungry.
You eat. Food good?
Your hair is brown. And your eyes are blue. You're not an Indian. You're a white woman.
One time. Long ago. Now, Kiowa.
You like being Kiowa?
Have to like.
But you don't really like it. Please, help me. The Comanches have 2 little white children held prisoners. I've got to get word to Fort Zara so they won't be forced into a life that they have to like.
Eat. Nene, voy a chicha. Come.
Where are we going?
Lone Wolf say bring you his teepee.
Oh, no, I won't go.
Come.
No.
You come. Get on horse. Comanche village there. Other side of mountain.
Comanche village? I thought you were taking me to Fort Zara.
You go Fort Zara?
Please.
Get soldier right on Comanche.
Oh, yes.
Soldier come, save children.
Yes.
No. Comanche scouts see soldier come. Make signal. Comanche kill children, bury in ground. Soldier come, no fine. Fort Zara, no good.
But what can we do?
Wait for sun go down. Well, wait. I make you a Comanche.
Comanche? Did you find the children?
No, but they are in village.
What's all that drum beating?
Comanche raid trading post. Get much whiskey. Have celebration. We leave horses here. Remember place. Big rock. Remember. Be sure.
I'll remember.
Come. Keep wood in front of face. Do not talk.
What did he say?
He say it is late to get wood. I say if burn fire late, must get wood late. When you put wood by fire, move away quick. Do not look up.
Which teepee are the children in?
We find out. Nick, jump. What a horse for Jake. Nick, jump. What a horse for Jake. Children here.
Don't be frightened. It's me, Annie Jane.
Annie Jane! Annie Jane! You come to take us away?
Yes.
Put shoes on. Get ready. Listen to what I say. Pretty soon, Indians run other end of village. You take children. Go fast to horses. Ride. Keep North Star on back. Come to Flat Top Mountain. Go right. See wagon trail. Follow.
Aren't you coming with us?
No, I stay.
Nell. We've got a long, hard ride ahead of us.
Where's that lady who helped us? Isn't she coming?
No, she's staying here. But we'll never forget her.
The rescue of the Babs children became a favored story throughout the frontier territory. A story of endurance, courage, and sacrifice, which is a tribute to human love and devotion.
There are some things you can't explain, and this is one of them. It happened way back in the 80s, but folks in that part of the desert still look up at the sky, times when the moon is young and a pale haze hangs over everything, and wonder to themselves about the dogs of the mist.
Cold, honey?
Oh, someone just walked over my grave.
You should have worn a coat.
Oh, we're almost home. Aren't we?
Don't you know?
Everything seems so unnatural in this light. Even familiar landmarks.
Like your own husband.
Steve, look. Over there by the corral.
Bobcats. I got them both, I think. They won't raid our stock again, the sons of guns.
Be careful, Steve. They may be only wounded.
Well, Florrie. Those ain't bobcats, they're dogs.
Are they dead?
Old Toolie Joe's dogs.
Who's Toolie Joe?
A desert rat who hangs around here when he ain't off prospecting. I wouldn't have done this for anything in the world. Those dogs were like his children.
What's the matter?
Something tied to this one's collar. Sample of ore.
And a piece of paper.
Something written on it. Struck gold, shot myself by accident. Bring help, boys, we'll show the way. Toolie Joe.
The boys?
His dogs, that's what he called them.
Maybe there's directions on the other one.
Hurt bad. Follow the dogs. Follow the dogs. It's the only way of getting help, and I've killed them. I couldn't sleep all night, thinking of Toolie laying out there in the desert somewheres, waiting.
Well, nothing to do, I guess. Get a posse together, go out and look for him.
Yeah, we'll take along Indian George. He's an expert tracker.
Well, I'll stand the cost. That's the least I can do.
The dogs was headed in from which direction?
Well, I think across the salt flats.
Well, that gives us something to go on.
Well, I'll see if I can round up Doc Garvey. If Toolie's hurt bad, he'll need a doctor.
We'll meet out front in half an hour. Oh, I'd better take these over to the assay office. Show them to Alec. Might give us a clue.
Oh, well, good. Anything that can help us find him.
I thought you might have come across something like it before.
It's gold, all right. Which is more than most of old Thule's samples turned out to be.
Well, hi, Don. Howdy. Steve Hewitt tells me you'll be needing me on a posse to find old Thule Joe.
Yeah. His ore didn't give Alec no clue at all where we should search. Do you think there's any point in going out?
Well, we've got to make a try for it.
Guess you're right. Better keep those samples till we get back.
I will.
Nothing. Well, we better fan out. We'll meet at Rattler's Bend at sundown. Pitch camp there.
Well, if we don't have any better luck, I'm going home. I tell you, it's hopeless.
Oh, we can't give up and leave him to die.
Chances are he's dead already. Right, Doc?
Well, of course, we don't know just how long ago it happened or when he sent the dogs for help.
Look, we've already wasted 3 whole days. I, for one, have to get back to my store. I'm leaving, first thing in the morning.
I'm afraid I gotta get back too, Steve.
It's no use, Steve.
Giving up so soon, well, it's like murder.
I wouldn't talk about murder if I was you, Steve. How much had you been drinking that night? Mistaken masters for bobcats.
Well, I'll leave you here. Much obliged to you all.
All right, Steve.
Is that where you buried him?
Huh?
See if I can rustle us up some drinks.
Good. Oh, boy. I sure worked up some thirst from that sun. Did you find him?
Not a trace.
Nor the mine either?
The mine?
I assayed these samples after you left. You know what they ran? $3,100 a ton.
3,100?
Old Thule Joe really struck a bonanza.
And he never even lived to record it.
You mean he's dead?
Well, we don't know, but his chances of surviving are pretty slim.
3,100 a ton. I'll be glad to pay you for the assay, Alex.
Oh, no need.
It's only fair, since half the claim would be mine anyhow. I grub-staked Thule Joe. He come in day before he left and stocked up.
How come you never mentioned this before?
I was all fired bent on finding the poor guy. Do you have the report there?
Oh, yeah.
Let me have it.
You got a paper says you grub-staked him?
I always grub-staked Thule. We never bothered signing nothing.
Well, if Luther's entitled to half, and I'm not about to argue about it, well, I feel I'm entitled to a little something, too. For all the claims I recorded for him, for free. He always said it was a debt. He'd pay me someday when he was in the chips.
You kept track, huh?
Well, I can estimate.
I can help you. Because for every one of those claims you recorded, there was an assay I ran for him. And paid for out of my own pocket. I wasn't going to bring the matter up, but since the rest of you seem to be getting in your licks, I might as well.
Why not? You know, a doctor's in a rather peculiar position. He expects to do a great deal for charity. Well, I never charged Toolie Joe a cent when I brought him through pneumonia last winter, but, well, if there's an estate, so to speak, I'd like my just due.
Yeah. Sure, Doc. That fumbling fool Hewitt killing those dogs. They could have led us straight to the spot.
We still might be able to find it. Who else you been telling about this?
Not a soul. Good. We'll keep it among the four of us.
5. Don't think I'm moving in on something I don't have a right to. But you see, I gave old Toolie Joe the lumber for his shack. I never did collect.
Well, all right. There's still enough to put us all on Easy Street.
Well, what about Steve?
What about him?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Better eat your supper, honey, before it gets cold.
I'm not hungry.
Steve, you can't go on like this, fretting yourself sick. What's done is done.
I as good as murdered him, Florrie.
You've been saying that now for a month.
It's true.
Well, you had no way of knowing. I thought they were wild animals, too. In the mist and the moonlight.
Poor devils. Coming to fetch help.
Steve? What's the matter?
Don't you hear him?
Who? I don't hear anything.
They're calling, Florrie.
Steve, where are you going?
After them.
Toolie! Toolie!
Darling, I've been so worried about you. Where did you go?
I followed them for miles.
Who?
The dogs. I could hear them, but I couldn't see them.
Steve.
Suddenly the barking stopped. I lost him.
Steve, I'll make you some coffee. You look all in.
You know, Steve's been acting awful funny since the night he shot Toolie Joe's dogs. People tell me they've seen him wandering around the hills in the dead of night. Nothing but a kerosene lantern and sort of a wild, crazy look in his eye.
I've been hearing the same thing for weeks now.
Strange, Alec. Mighty strange.
We're down to our last can of kerosene.
I'll get some next time I'm in the store.
We need wicks, too. I've been reminding you for weeks.
I haven't been in yet.
Why not?
Busy?
Folks don't hold it against you, honey, for killing the dogs.
That's what you think.
They've forgotten all about it by now.
Well, I haven't. As long as I live, I'll never forget or forgive myself.
Toolie Joe was an old man, Steve. He had no family. Steve?
I'll come back. I can hear him, Florrie, honest.
I don't hear a thing.
You can hear him now, can't you?
Steve, please.
Same kind of night. A new moon, a mist.
Steve, you're imagining things. There's nothing out there.
I'm going after him.
Dogs are dead. You killed them yourself 2 months ago. Toolie Joe is dead by now. He must be. Steve, come back!
I tell you, this whole Toolie Joe business really has me thinking.
Me too.
Good evening.
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 Hi.
Alec and me were just talking about Toolie Joe. I guess we can chalk it up as another lost mine.
That's funny. Oh, Toolie not giving any idea of the location when he sent for help?
Well, I guess he has so much faith in those dogs of his.
Did it ever occur to you that Steve Hewitt might know something we don't know?
What do you mean by that?
Those messages were on rough scraps of paper. Easy enough to tear part of it off.
If he knows where that mine is.
Mind you, I'm not saying he does.
Well, has anybody seen Steve?
Some folks said they saw him wandering around the hills at night. But personally, I haven't seen him for weeks.
Me neither.
He ain't even been in town.
Well, evening, Mac.
Oh, howdy.
Hello, Mac. Have you seen Steve Hewitt lately?
No. Don't believe I have.
Could be he's avoiding us.
Could be he's prospecting. I suggest we pay a call on Brother Hewitt. Tonight.
Tonight? What for?
Gold, maybe?
Steve,
Evening, Miss Hewitt.
oh, Mr. Pond.
We come to see Steve.
I'm sorry he's not home.
You going to town?
Well, he was called out.
You expect him back soon?
Oh, I really couldn't say.
Mind if we wait?
Well, it might be quite a while. Last time...
Oh? He goes out quite often like this, huh?
Oh, no, he... just now and then.
He go on foot?
Alone?
Please. I'll tell him you were here. If you'd care to leave a message...
I think we'd better wait.
Waited up for me, honey. What's all this?
Steve, you wouldn't be trying to double-cross us, would you?
What's that supposed to mean?
The rest of us have claims to that mine. I own half of it, because I grub-staked him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Toolie Joe's claim. Where is it?
I wish I knew.
Don't hand us that.
You just come from it.
No.
Then where did you go?
I just went out.
Where?
Just out.
In the desert?
Yes.
Why?
Looking for Toolie?
A dead man? You're lying. You've been out digging gold. You go out regular. Your wife told us.
No. No, only when he hears...
When he hears what?
Nothing.
Steve, where is that mine located?
I don't know.
Where is it?
I swear I don't know.
Stop
Put him there.
Stop it!
We'd better leave now.
I think we better.
If he'd have left me alone, I could have choked it out of him.
You'd have killed the one man in the world that could show us the location of that mine.
All right, then. How are we going to find it?
We'll keep a watch on him, night and day.
Especially night.
We'll trail him wherever he goes.
We're working shifts.
All right, then. That's what we'll do.
Steve, you buried those dogs yourself, 3 feet underground.
Why do I keep hearing them?
You don't, dear. You've just let the whole thing prey on your mind.
Are you trying to tell me I'm crazy?
Darling, promise me you won't go out there again, please.
Well, you do think I'm crazy.
It's just that I'm so afraid one night you'll follow them and never come back.
What's he stopping for? Think he hears us? He hears something.
Lord, I couldn't have lasted much longer. I think both legs are busted.
He'll be all right.
Listen, Coach. This man's a doctor.
Easy. It's nothing serious, I'm sure.
What in God's world ever brought you out here at this time of night? I don't know.
I guess you could say it was a miracle. I was praying it was Thule.
Thule?
Well, he's dead. I know that now. But I did get a second chance. I don't know what brought the others.
Greed. We're sorry, Steve.
God rest your soul, Thule.
Here in the Goldfield News of Nevada is a full account of our story tonight. The lost mine still remains lost, one of the great mysteries of the Southwest Desert. If it weren't for the fabulous samples of ore wrapped in a man's shirt, folks might think it never existed. But from that day on, Steve Hewitt was a man at peace with himself. He'd squared his debt, and the dogs of the mist never barked again.
And following a careful 3-year study by this commission of all the documents and a careful check of all signatures involved in the land claims of Monsieur Yves Limatour, this commission has no choice but to find that according to the laws of the United States and the sovereign state of California, the Limatour land claims are hereby declared valid and legal.
Limatour,
here's his fellow.
Monsieur Limatour can talk to no one.
Now, just a minute. What does that mean? What the commissioner just said?
It means that Limatour has just been handed the city of San Francisco. All of it. Including what belongs to me.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. We're in the apothecary shop of Zacharias E. Gurney, San Francisco. The year is 1855. Everyone who owned a piece of land discovered that property he thought was his suddenly belonged to a strange, unknown Frenchman. Unknown, that is, to everybody in town except Zach Gurney, who courageously insisted that Limatour was a fraud who made San Francisco the stolen city.
Senor Turban? How are you?
Senor Gurney. Zach Gurney, my old friend.
Well. Antonia.
Your property, too? Perhaps it's best to sign the lease.
But isn't that Antonia, your niece? What's she doing here?
She is no longer my niece. I have disowned her.
Disowned her?
Next. You. Over here, please.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, yes. The man at the hearing. Your name and address, sir?
Zacharias E. Gurney, apothecary on Montgomery Street.
Sign here, please.
For what?
A lease.
Lease my own property? What for?
You're no different than anyone else. If you want to continue to occupy that store, sign a lease. Or buy the property.
I bought that property 8 years ago, and the building on it.
You know the old saying, caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware.
I want to see Limatour.
He's a very busy man.
Just tell him an old friend from seafaring days is here.
You must be mistaken. Monsieur Limatour has no friends in San Francisco.
Not anymore, he hasn't.
We solicit your business, but they are thus waiting. Next.
Gurney?
beg your pardon, sir. Mr. Gurney? Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, of course, I'm Zach Gurney. My name is Edwin Stanton, United States Deputy District Attorney. The Department of Justice sent me out here from Washington, D.C. to process these Limontour land claims. Or at least try to. It's a pretty big mess.
Yeah, well, it should be. Limontour's a fraud.
Yes, I heard you tell that to the commissioners, but they were not convinced. However, I was very interested in your remarks about knowing Limontour 10 years ago.
Yes, that's right. I knew him. He used to smuggle guns up and down the coast. I knew him when he used to hide out in the city.
Well, that's interesting. If you have the time, I wonder if you could accompany me to my office. We could talk better there.
Why not?
It's authentic, Mr. Gurney. The Land Commission even sent an expert down to Mexico City. Both signatures were checked and verified. Manuel Michael Terena, governor of California in 1844. Nicholas Bravo, president of Mexico in 1844.
1844. That's more than 10 years ago. No. If Limontour had papers as valuable as this, he would have bragged it up and down the Embarcadero like a gamecock. He was never modest about anything.
It's an interesting comment, Mr. Gurney, but no proof.
Well,
you have a recollection about Limontour, and I have a presentiment. Take a look at that document. Somehow, there's something wrong.
4 square leagues. That's almost 15,000 acres, isn't it?
Approximately.
4 square leagues of St. Francis of Assisi, known as Yerba Buena, known as the city of San Francisco.
It's on that parchment somewhere.
Still being stubborn.
Perhaps I should handle this one alone. I used to know him.
I will take care of him. You might be tempted to be too easy on him. Pull up there. Good evening, Mr. Gurney. I am Jacomet with Monsieur Limontour's staff.
Yes, I know. We've met.
I found this on the ground. Obviously, it was not well secured.
What do you want?
If you have any problem with this property, Monsieur Limontour would prefer you took it up with me. Not with Mr. Stanton.
I see.
We can make some concessions, but we would not want people to say that we were overgenerous. It might be construed to mean that Monsieur Limontour was buying your silence. We wouldn't want that.
You're going to have to force me out of here.
48 hours, to be exact.
Thank you. And now get out of my shop.
And for your own sake, don't tell these foolish stories about knowing Monsieur Limontour in the old days.
Senor Tarabal.
Good day, senor. Oh, Senor Gurney, my old friend. Sit down, sit down. You wish some candles or some wax? Some fine
No, nothing like that, no. Do you remember the other day at the Palace Hotel I saw Antonia there?
I do not want to speak of her.
Nevertheless, she was there.
Yes, she was there. Why do you ask of her?
Well,
In the old days, we were friends. I thought for the sake of old friendship, she might tell me how Limontour got his land grant.
Limantoro? That Frenchman? A plague on him. They thought I did not know what they were up to, but I knew.
You knew what?
She worked day and night, cooking, stirring those pots. Wouldn't let me near. I, Juan Tarabal, who has supplied the governor of California with candles from here to Monterey, in the old days, of course. I, who alone prepared the wax for all the official documents.
Well, you're to be complimented, senor. But about...
let me show you, senor. Let me show you. For 50 years, there wasn't a governor's seal for which I did not prepare the wax. And Antonia tried to steal it from me. For him.
Well, I don't understand. Steal what?
My secret formula for the only wax seal used on all official documents. I alone was the master of that secret, which no one could ever copy. Antonia cooked and stewed and asked me questions, but I said nothing. And when she was finished, it wasn't the same. I have a nose. I can even smell the difference between the real and the false. Antonia thought she stole it, but the secret is still locked in here.
How very clever of you.
You see, in the old days, I used beeswax. That was the secret.
Beeswax? And Antonia?
She used shellac. A simpleton could tell the difference. The nose...
So when she thought that she had discovered your secret, she left.
Who can explain the woman?
That may be the secret. That may be the seal.
What did you say?
Senor Tarabal, what are these ribbons for?
One did not just push a piece of parchment before the governor. No, one secured the document with the ribbons, like this. Oh. And then presented it.
Oh, I see. I see. Senor Tarabal, would you sell me this board?
Sell it? I'll give it to you. I have no use for it. They no longer use my fine wax for the seals for the official documents.
Well, nevertheless, here's for your troubles.
Oh, de nada, senor.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Good day, Senor Tarabal. What did the young man want?
Nothing.
Nothing? Not even candle sealing wax or a board? You remember me, do you not, Senor Tarabal?
Yes, Senor Jacome.
The young man was here for a reason.
I do not know what you mean.
I think you do.
I will not talk.
A delicious dinner, my dear. Let's give the chef at the hotel a little something extra. That's Jacome. Let him in. Well?
That chemist, breathing down our necks.
I do not feel a thing. What was he up to today?
The candle shop. They had a long conversation.
About what?
I tried to beat it out of him.
You did what? You beat the old man?
Gurney was praying him, I'm sure of it. He's getting more dangerous every day.
But why did you beat him?
He wouldn't talk, that's why. We're sitting on a volcano, all three of us, and you worry about the old man. You knew what you were getting into.
He meant something to Antonia.
What was I to do?
Use your brain, you fool! Cautious and properly so. Before long, however, my streets will be safe. My name is...
What do you want, Limonto?
A powder for my headache.
Headache. What do you really want?
My powder, please. For the moment, this is all I need. You mix a very unpleasant concoction, Mr. Gurney. My associate, Monsieur Jacomet, tells me you also said some unpleasant things about me and my documents before the commission. And you've been heard to say that we are old friends. Such assertions can be dangerous.
I don't mind danger. Acids, poisons, corrosives, explosives. All at my fingertips. You see, it's very simple to reach over, grab quickly, and open immediately.
Oh, yes, it would be simple to throw that in my face, huh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it would.
I can see the kind of man you are. Determined, resolute, and persistent.
Do I worry you?
No, you do not worry me, Mr. Gurney. As a matter of fact, I like you. And I've got a proposition. I'm going to give you this property.
Give me my own property?
This city is mine. I'm offering you more than I've offered anyone else in all of San Francisco. You should be more trusting. Here is a deed for this property, signed by me, the legal and rightful owner. Well, take it.
In exchange for what?
Nothing. For doing absolutely nothing. I am not unaware what you have been doing, Mr. Gurney. Stanton, the old candle maker, and others, I presume?
All old friends.
I do not like meddlers. They get in my way. Well?
No.
But, Mr. Gurney, you have nothing to lose.
And you have everything to lose.
You're quite alone, you know. The old man died an accident. And Stanton? He will not lift a finger.
You'll forgive me?
You will regret this!
Then we can prove that all seals made before California secession from Mexico in 1848 were made from a wax with a beeswax base, like this.
Now, how can you prove it?
Well, that's simple, by analyzing all the old Mexican documents. Now, but Limontour's claim, right here. The seal that he used is made from a base using shellac smelt. Yes, you see, never used in the Mexican documents before 1848.
Well, now, I accept your theory, Mr. Gurney, but will the courts? And then you have the problem of the signatures. How did they get on this document?
Oh, that's even more ingenious than the seal. Now, watch. Now, here is the Limontour claim. I place it upon the writing board, and over it, if I can find a document the right size, yeah, it should do, I place this second document, leaving enough room at the bottom for signatures, date, and seal. Now, across the edges, I fasten these pieces of ribbon, as they always did. Only in this case, they hide the fact that there is another document underneath. Now, at the top of the document, under the general heading, a grant of land to Jose Yves Limontour in appreciation for his services to the Republic of Mexico. The description of the land on this piece of paper, or another one, which was probably substituted, of the land which they actually gave them, probably a grant of 20 acres of land somewhere, worthless land, and signed at the bottom by the president and the governor at a later date on a blank piece of paper, which was later filled in and falsely sealed by Limontour, giving him a grant to all of San Francisco.
Yes, and what you say fits also. When the American investigator for the Land Commission got down to Mexico to ask the former president and the governor about the grant, he found that both had died the year before. And Limontour filed his claim here in San Francisco a few months before both men died.
Oh, I see. Well, what now?
Well, you've given me enough to ask for an indictment and arrest charging Limontour with forgery and fraud. However, one question. Does Limontour know that you're one step behind him?
Oh, yeah, I imagine he does.
Well, that's unfortunate. You see, he has friends who know every move I make. If he learns I've gone to court to ask for an order for his arrest, he'll slip right through my fingers.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, then, perhaps I'd better be just one step ahead of him.
What's the matter?
The court has issued an order for your arrest.
Gurney.
We had better get out. I have 2 horses saddled and waiting.
Get my saddlebags.
What happens to me?
Jacquemin, I must move fast. Later I shall send back for you.
Sent back for me? You killed my uncle. And now you leave me here to face this all alone?
My love, I promise.
It can be the police, not so soon. My friend at the court said it would take hours.
Answer it.
Well, Monsieur Limontour, I'm here to repay a debt.
I do not know what you are talking about. Now, this time, Mr. Gurney, there are no handy glasses of acid to throw. You're very annoying, Mr. Gurney. You came armed, of course. And told me to take his weapon.
You won't have me shot, Limontour. Everybody in the hotel will be at your door.
It's very thoughtful of you. I'm not sure what you know or what you might find out. But you know too much already. You're very clever. But you are also very penetrable.
I meant to miss you, Yves. But I won't miss the second time.
I just put the knife down, Yves. That's right. Well, it looks like you're not going anywhere, doesn't it?
Let us all sit down and wait for your arrest, Yves. Because if you don't, my love, either Mr. Gurney will kill you, or I will.
The Lehman-Tour conspirators stood trial, prosecuted by Edwin Stanton, who was later to be President Lincoln's Secretary of War. All were found guilty, and the city of San Francisco reverted to its original owner, the people.
স্পাইসি থাকবে না প্লেন থাকবে এরকম? এটা প্লেনই থাকবে।
আমি আজকে করছি সিচিলিয়ান পেপার বিফ, বক চোই আর হোমমেড নুডলস রামেন। অলমোস্ট আমার ডান হয়ে গেছে। আমি এখন ব্রোডটা বানাচ্ছি রামেনের। আমি হচ্ছে তেরিয়াকি চিকেন করতেছি, সাথে হচ্ছে গার্লিক ব্রোকলি অ্যান্ড এটা হচ্ছে যাবে হচ্ছে বাউয়ের সাথে বাউবান। সো আমার সব কিছু অলমোস্ট মানে প্রিপারেশন রেডি, এখন জাস্ট এটা হয়ে গেলে প্লেটিং করব।
আমার আজকের রেসিপি ছিল রোস্টেড টমেটো অ্যান্ড চিজ স্টাফ ক্রিস্পি চিকেন বেস্ট উইথ মাশরুম রিসোটো। আমার অলরেডি মাশরুম রিসোটো করা কমপ্লিট। আমি এখন হচ্ছে রোস্টেড টমেটো অ্যান্ড চিজ স্টাফ ক্রিস্পি চিকেন বেস্টের একবার হচ্ছে শ্যালো ফ্রাই করে নিয়েছি, আমি আরেকবার ফ্রাই করব ক্রিস্পি আনার জন্য।
আজকে আমার ডিশ ছিল প্রন বিস্ক, আর সাথে আমি সার্ভ করবো হচ্ছে গিয়ে প্রন বল দিয়ে। আর আমার হোমমেড ব্রেড যেটা সেটার সব কিছু শেষ হয়ে গেছে। আশা করি এই টাইমের মধ্যে আমি কমপ্লিট করতে পারবো।
আজকে আমার রেসিপি হচ্ছে একটা টুইস্টেড রেসিপি, যেটা হচ্ছে ডার্ক চকলেট অ্যান্ড চিলি মুস্টার্ড উইথ হচ্ছে গিয়ে স্ট্রবেরি পুলিস অ্যান্ড ক্যারামেলাইজ পপকর্ন অন টপ। আর আমার টার্টটা হবে হচ্ছে গিয়ে কোকোয়া টার্ট। টার্ট শেল বেকিং চলছে, মুজ ফ্রিজিংয়ে আছে, ক্যারামেল সস আর স্ট্রবেরি কোলিজটা হচ্ছে গিয়ে ইন প্রসেস।
ডার্সেন বানাচ্ছি, আর ওখানে আমার অ্যাপেল পাই রেডি, আর ওভেনে আমার পাই আছে, আর আমার একটা কম্পোট রেডি হয়েছে। এটা এখন জাস্ট এটা আমি ফ্রাই করে কম্পোটে ডিপ করব।
সো এটা তো জাস্ট পারসানটা হচ্ছে, রাইট? এন্ড দেন হোয়াটস দ্য প্ল্যান? মানে এটাকে অরেঞ্জ হানি কিভাবে?
অরেঞ্জ হানি সস বানিয়েছি, সসে ডিপ করে দিই জাস্ট।
কি বানাচ্ছেন?
আমার ছিল আজকে চিকেন পাই, তো আমি ওটার প্রিপারেশন করতেছি। সাথে ম্যাশ পটেটো ছিল আর সতে পেয়ার।
আমি মোজারেলা যে উপরে টপিং সসটা যাবে ওইটা রেডি করে ফেলেছি, আর বিটটাও রেডি করে ফেলেছি। নাচোস আমার হয়ে গেছে।
নাচোস ডান?
জি,
ওকে। সুন্দর, খুব সুন্দর হয়েছে। এই প্লেন থাকবে নাকি?
সস বানাবো কয়েকটা, আর এটা উপরে বিফের উপরে যাবে।
স্পাইসি থাকবে না প্লেন থাকবে এরকম?
এটা প্লেনই থাকবে।
যাদের স্কোর সর্বনিম্ন হবে এবং এই 20 পার্টিসিপেন্টসের মধ্য থেকে বটম 2 পার্টিসিপেন্ট আজকে বিদায় নেবে। আমি কার স্কোর প্রথমে বলবো?
আমরা লেফটে উর্মি থেকে শুরু করি।
শিওর। প্রথমেই চট্টগ্রামের উর্মি। আজকে নট ব্যাড, খুব একটা যে খারাপ হয়েছে এমনটা বলা যাবে না, ভালোই ছিল, একটু হয়তো টুকটাক ভুল ছিল। আর স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি দেখি আপনার স্কোর কত। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 24 আউট অফ 30। এবারে স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখবো টোটাল স্কোর কত হলো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে। 44 আউট অফ 60। থ্যাংক ইউ উর্মি মাহবুব। কুষ্টিয়ার জিনাত, দেখবো আপনার স্কোর কত। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। জিনাত হাসান চারু 19.6 আউট অফ 30। এবার স্ক্রিনে একটু চোখ রাখবো, দেখবো আপনার টোটাল স্কোর কত। 43.6 আউট অফ 60। কুমিল্লার সাফায়েত, স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখছি। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 22.2 আউট অফ 30। এবারে দেখবো দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে আপনার স্কোর কত হলো। 47.8 আউট অফ 60। এবারে সাইমা ফরিদপুরের, স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি দেখি স্কোর কি আছে। 29.2। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস সাইমা বিনতে হানিফ। স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি যে প্রথম চ্যালেঞ্জ এবং সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো। 50.2 আউট অফ 60। ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী রূপা, আপনার আজকের স্কোর কত সেটাই জানার পালা। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 28.8 আউট অফ 30। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস রূপা। এবার দেখব দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে আপনার ফলাফল কত। 53.4 আউট অফ 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস।
আমি আমার মতো করে ট্রাই করেছি আমার বেস্টটা দেওয়ার জন্য। আমি আজকে ভেবে নিয়েছি আমি আমার বেস্টটা দিয়েই যাব।
চট্টগ্রামের অসিত, দেখা যাক আজকের পারফরমেন্স কতটা ভালো হয়েছে। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 28.2 আউট অফ 30। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস অসিত। এবার দেখব দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে আপনার ফলাফল কত। 53.6 আউট অফ 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস অসিত। সর্বকনিষ্ঠ প্রতিযোগী বরিশালের নওশিন, খাবারটাও একটু ডিফারেন্ট ছিল, দেখি স্কোর কি বলে। 27.2 আউট অফ 30। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস নওশিন। একটু স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি দেখি দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে টোটাল স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 50.8 আউট অফ 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস নওশিন।
খুব খারাপও হয়নি, খুব বেশি ভালোও হয়নি, বাট প্রত্যাশা হচ্ছে যে ডে বাই ডে আমি যত চ্যালেঞ্জ সামনে আসবে আমি আরো ভালো করার ট্রাই করব।
ঢাকার প্রতিযোগী নাশিতা, ভালো ছিল এবং আপনার ফুড দিয়েই আজকে আমরা ফুড টেস্টিংটা শুরু করেছিলাম। আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারক দিলারাহানি পূর্ণিমা বলছিলেন যে মিষ্টি মুখ করে আজকে শুরু হলো এবং আমি ফিদা হয়ে গেছি। এখন দেখি স্কোরে কি আছে। লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 27.8 আউট অফ 30। একটু দেখে নেব যে দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে নাশিদা বাশারের স্কোর কত হলো। 54.4 আউট অফ 60। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস। ডক্টর মুনিম, ফরিদপুরে ডক্টর মুনিম এবং পূর্ণিমা ম্যাম বলছিলেন যে ভেতরের অংশটা খুব মজার ছিল, শুধু বাইরের অংশটা যদি একটু পুড়ে না যেত তাহলে হয়তো খাবারটা খুবই সুস্বাদু হতো। দেখা যাক স্কোরটা দেখি। 22.4 আউট অফ 30। ডক্টর মুনিমের দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে টোটাল স্কোরটাই মুহূর্তে দেখে নেব। 37.6 আউট অফ 60। এবার জয়পুরহাটের কুমু, যার দিকে আমাদের বিজ্ঞ বিচারকদের আলাদা নজরদারি ছিল যে সে আজকে কি করে। ফুডটা খুবই ভালো ছিল, একটু স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি দেখি স্কোর কত। 29.6 আউট অফ 30। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস কুমু। সো আজকে ছিল আমাদের সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জ, স্বাদের বিশ্বভ্রমণের সেকেন্ড ডে। তার মানে সেকেন্ড চ্যালেঞ্জে আজকের দিনে টপ স্কোরার হচ্ছেন কুমু। কুমু, একটু তাহলে স্ক্রিনে চোখ রাখি, দুটো চ্যালেঞ্জ মিলিয়ে আপনার স্কোর কত দাঁড়ালো? লেটস হ্যাভ এ লুক। 56.8 out of 60. Congratulations. Kumu, big congratulations. You are the top scorer. ফরিদপুরের সাইমা এবং পুরান ঢাকার লাকি। সো জার্নিটা এবারের মতো শেষ হচ্ছে। আমার মনে হচ্ছিল নিশাদ বোধহয় কিছু বলতে চায়। ও যেহেতু আসলে ওর টিমটাকে সুইচ করেছিল, সাইমাকে পাঠিয়ে দিয়েছিল অন্য টিমে। নিশাদ আসুন।
পার্ট অফ দ্য গেম, বি স্ট্রং, আবার পরের জন্য প্রিপারেশন নিয়ে আসবেন।
Thank you so much. দর্শক, অনেক নাটকীয়তা শেষে আমরা পেয়ে গেছি এই তো বাংলার স্বাদ চ্যালেঞ্জের মধ্য দিয়ে আমাদের টপ 14 পার্টিসিপেন্টসকে, এবং এটা ছিল আমাদের এবারের সিজনের প্রথম গ্রুপ টাস্ক।
সেরা রাঁধুনির জার্নি আমার আজ থেকে আরো 8 বছর আগে। আমি হয়তোবা এর আগে এত দূর আসতে পারিনি। আজ এখান থেকে বাদ পড়ে গিয়ে আমি কিছু হারিয়ে যাচ্ছি না, অনেক কিছু নিয়ে যাচ্ছি। টপ 16 হয়ে আমি নিজেকে সেরা রাঁধুনিই মনে করছি।
সেরা রাঁধুনির জার্নিটা আমার জন্য অনেক ভালো ছিল। আমি যদি সেরা রাঁধুনিতে অংশগ্রহণ না করতাম, আমি আমার বাসা থেকে অনেক দূরেই পর্যন্ত আসতাম না, আর এত মানুষের সাথে আমি মিশতেও পারতাম না। ভালো লেগেছে, টক মিষ্টি ঝাল যেমন ছিল জিনিসটা।
কচুর যে রুটটা আছে ওইটা দিয়ে ইলিশ মাছের একটা ঝোল, কচুর পাতা আর কচুর যে ডগাটা ছিল ডাটাটা, ওটা দিয়ে চিংড়ি মাছ সেমি গ্রেভির মতো একটা ঝোল, আর সাথে করেছি সাদা ভাত।
এই তো বাংলার স্বাদে এখান থেকে এখানে চলে এলাম।
মানে আমি এক কথা বলবো, ওয়াও।
পুরান ঢাকার লাকি এবং সেই সাথে ফরিদপুরের সাইমা আপনাদের খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আজকে বানিয়েছি সাদা ভাত, কচু দিয়ে ইলিশ মাছের পাতুরি, আর কচু ঘোটা, সাথে কচু ভাজা।
আমার কাছে ভালো লেগেছে, থ্যাংক ইউ, খেতে ভালো ছিল। বিশেষ করে পাতুরিটা আমার কাছে অনেক ভালো লেগেছে। প্লেটিংটা যদি একটু মাটির প্লেটে হতো, মানে বাংলার স্বাদে একটু টান পড়েছি, আদারওয়াইজ ভালো ছিল।
প্লেটিংটা সুন্দর। আই লাইক দ্য আইডিয়া অফ দ্য চিপস। পাতুরিটা ইজ গুড। তারপরে আমার মনে হয়েছে যে কচুর ইউসেজটা একটু ব্লেন্ডিংটা প্রপারলি হলে, এটা ল্যাক অফ টাইম হতে পারে, এটাকে রেখে দিলে অনেকক্ষণ এটাতে মাছটার ভিতরে কচুর ফ্লেভার্সগুলো ইনফিউজ হয়ে যেত, ওখানে ছোট একটু ল্যাকিং রয়ে গিয়েছে। বেস্ট পার্ট অ্যাবাউট দ্য ডিশ ইজ দ্য ফ্রাইসটা খেতে মজা লাগতেছে।
কচুর যে ঘোটা করেছে সেটা 5 ফোড়নের কালো জিরা পরিমাণটা অনেক বেশি হওয়াতে একটু তেতো লাগছে। আজকের প্লেটিংটা আরও ইমপ্রুভ করা উচিত ছিল, দেখা যাক কি হয়।
কস্টিংয়ে কিছু আইটেমস মিসিং আছে, লেবুর কস্টিং ধরেনি, লেবু তো পার্ট অফ দ্য প্লেট, রাইট? এই যে ডিটেলসগুলো মিসিং আছে এখানে কিউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এবারে টিম এইচ, ঢাকার সেজুতি এবং জয়পুরহাটের কুমো, আপনাদের রেসিপি নিয়ে দ্রুত চলে আসুন।
কচুর যে রুটটা আছে ওইটা দিয়ে ইলিশ মাছের একটা ঝোল, কচুর পাতা আর কচুর যে ডগাটা ছিল ডাটাটা ওটা দিয়ে চিংড়ি মাছের সেমি গ্রেভির মতো একটা ঝোল, আর সাথে করেছি সাদা ভাত, একটু পেঁয়াজ ভর্তা আর কচু ভাজা।
You guys understand food, you guys understand cooking, you guys understand ingredient. আমি জানি না গত এপিসোডে কি হয়েছিল, what a comeback.
ওয়াও,
what a comeback.
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। মানে আমি এক কথা বলবো, ওয়াও, সব কিছু অসম্ভব সুন্দর। এবং কচুর যে ডোগাটা যেটা, ওটা এত ফাইনলি মানে পুরো মুখে দেওয়াতে মেল্ট হয়ে গেল, ভেতরে উপরের বাগারটা ভালো ছিল। আর মাছের সাথে যে কচুর যে কাঁটাটা, আমি বলেছিলাম যে হাফ মুন, আসলে সেটাই হয়েছে। সব কিছু এভরিথিং ওয়াজ ভেরি নাইস, ফ্যাবুলাস। থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ।
আমার আর কিছু বলার দরকার আছে?
বললে ভালো হয়।
এটাই বিশ্বাস হচ্ছে না যে গত পর্বে আপনারাই ছিলেন, ওই ডিশটা আপনারা প্রেজেন্ট করেছেন। এই পর্বে আপনারাই সেম, এই তো বাংলার স্বাদে এখান থেকে এখানে চলে এলেন। জান ফেরত এসেছে আবার। ভেরি নাইস।
কস্টিংয়ে গতকালকে যে প্রবলেমটা ছিল ওটা আজকে নেই। নাইস, ঠিক আছে, সুন্দর।
উনি যখন বলেছে যে ওনার জান ফেরত এসেছে, তখন আমি বলবো যে আমার জানের পানি ফেরত এসেছে। বিকজ 2 দিন ধরে 2 এপিসোড ধরে খুব নার্ভাস ছিলাম যে কি হবে না হবে। সো ওনার কাছ থেকে অ্যাপ্রিসিয়েশন পেয়ে খুব ভালো লেগেছে।
MBB tất cả ngân hàng đều xuống. MSB What Bri ngân hàng. Vật liệu cơ bản, công nghệ tiêu dùng, công nghiệp, tài chính. Tài chính cái gì vậy? Dịch vụ tiêu dùng của thế giới di động này. IE1 là cái gì? MSN giá 72. Và Xuyên Hòa Phát 27,2. Ok, Bri. Tự doanh, nước ngoài, bán Masan, mua Hòa Phát. Tiêu 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 tiêu. Forming. Một chữ biết rồng. Xóa độ chứ còn gì nữa. Nhọt. Chistana. Tiền linh pháo thủ vụ. Một chữ biết gì đây? Một chữ biết tiền. Cần một chữ biết tiền linh thùng hoa vận. Thế này đi ha. Mơ thuật. Casadin ạ. Chẳng liên quan gì nhau. Đây rồi, có liên quan rồi đấy. Dòng thợ săn này. Ok, ok. Thằng này kích 3 tên linh rồi. Can trưởng. Đây, can trưởng có ngay. Một chủ biến Ari ạ. Hồi lúng đấy. Đường nung đi cho các chơi. Nhận một tàu với cả một cóc mo. Ui, cái này đi. Ẩn chính ạ. Ẩn chính. Ẩn chính bảo hộ. Cái gì vậy? Này đi. Bán. Này đi. Ok. Cái này đi. Ok, buddy. Yes sir. Không ăn thua. Bảo hộ ẩn chính. Video 1 ngày 11 tháng 11 2024. Let's go. Làm nhẹ 4 tiếng ngày hôm nay cực binh chi lông nhé. Tắt cái Unity thì đã tính sau. OP season new rồi. Thứ 30 mà. Mắc rồi, maximum. Hết tiền rồi. Shop. Lucky block loot. Xem nào. Vào Doc, ChatGPT và Gemini. Doc xem nào. Masan Group 1.2, 1.1 này. Lịch sử hình thành trình lịch sử hình thành Masan Group. Let's go buddy. Spotify free đi cho các chơi này. Masan Consumer rồi. Holy shit. Mason Group. Một công thực phẩm Masan, công ty cổ phần hàng tiêu dùng Masan Consumer. Ồ, xong rồi, nhọt rồi. Lịch sử công ty cổ phần tập đoàn Masan Group. Lịch sử công ty 2023 2022. Mười chín, 18. Cổ phần Masan được thành lập vào tháng 11 năm 2024. Hàng hải Masan. Dựa vào dữ liệu từ trình bày tất cả nội dung lịch sử hình. Nó là cái gì ta? Lịch sử hình thành của Mason Group.